Imagine standing on the ancient plain of Shinar, somewhere between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, around 4,000 years ago. The sun burns over endless flatlands, the air is dry, and in the distance, rising impossibly high against the blue sky, stands a massive stepped tower. Brick upon brick, level upon level, reaching toward the heavens. This is not fantasy. This is history. Welcome back to Scripture, Science, and the Ancient World, the channel where we explore biblical stories through historical evidence, archaeology, and science. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, because today we're diving into one of humanity's most enduring mysteries, the Tower of Babel. But we're not just retelling an ancient story. We're examining real ruins, real excavations, and real historical records that still exist today. And by the end of this video, we'll answer a powerful question. Why do humans speak thousands of languages when we may have once shared just one? The biblical account. The story begins in Genesis chapter 11. According to the text, all humanity once spoke a single language, with one voice, one understanding, and one purpose. As people migrated from the east, they settled in a land called Shinar, a name ancient texts consistently associate with Mesopotamia, modern-day Iraq. There, in this fertile plain, humanity made a bold decision. They said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens, and let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered over the face of the whole earth." Pause for a moment and listen to the motivation. This wasn't just construction. This was ambition. This was unity. This was a desire for permanence, for immortality, for control. They didn't want to spread across the earth as commanded. They wanted to stay together, centralize their power, and build something so great that their name would echo forever. So they began. Using bricks baked hard in fire and tar for mortar, they raised their tower higher and higher and higher, a monument to human ingenuity. And then, according to the narrative, God came down to see what they were building. Seeing their unity and recognizing that nothing would be impossible for them if they remained one people with one language, God confused their speech. Suddenly, workers could no longer understand each other. Instructions failed, coordination collapsed, the project stopped. Humanity scattered across the earth, forming nations with distinct languages. The city was called Babel, a name that sounds like the Hebrew word for confusion. The tower stood unfinished, a silent reminder of both human ambition and human limitation, myth or memory. For centuries, critics dismissed this story as mythology, a symbolic legend with no historical grounding. But archaeology tells a different story. Beginning in the mid-1800s, archaeologists excavating Mesopotamia made astonishing discoveries. Ancient Iraq was filled with massive stepped towers known as ziggurats. These weren't small temples, they were colossal structures, some rising over 200 feet, dominating the skyline for miles. Ziggurats date from roughly 3000 to 500 BCE, the exact time period the Babel story would belong to. They were found across Mesopotamia, Uruk, Nippur, Eridu, and most famously, Babylon, architecture that matches Scripture. Ziggurats followed a precise architectural pattern. They were built in levels, each smaller than the one below, forming a stepped pyramid. At the top sat a temple dedicated to a patron god. These towers were designed as symbolic stairways between earth and heaven, places where the divine and human realms could meet. Now listen carefully to this detail. Mesopotamia had no natural stone like Egypt, so builders made mud bricks, baked them in fire, and used bitumen, natural tar, as mortar. and Genesis says they had brick for stone and bitumen for mortar. That's not poetic coincidence, that's architectural accuracy. Whoever wrote Genesis understood Mesopotamian construction techniques firsthand. Etemenanki, the tower behind the legend. Among all ziggurats, one stands above the rest. Etemenanki, the great ziggurat of Babylon. Its name means the foundation of heaven and earth. Ancient tablets describe it in extraordinary detail. Its base measured about 300 feet on each side, the size of a modern city block. It rose in 7 levels, each painted a different color, ending in a brilliant blue temple at the top, dedicated to Marduk, Babylon's chief god. Estimated height? 300 feet. For people living in single-story mud brick homes, this tower would have seemed to touch the sky. Archaeological confirmation. In 1913, German archaeologist Robert Koldewey excavated Babylon. Though the tower itself had been destroyed, its massive foundation remained. The dimensions matched ancient descriptions precisely. Archaeologists uncovered processional roads, temple complexes, and thousands of tablets detailing the tower's construction and purpose. One tablet even functions like an ancient blueprint. Etemenanki was real, a massive tower in Babylon, in the land of Shinar, built with baked bricks and bitumen, designed to connect heaven and earth. The parallels with Genesis are undeniable. What archaeology can and can't prove. Now, honesty matters. Archaeology cannot confirm a supernatural confusion of languages. There's no tablet describing sudden workers speaking different tongues, no layer showing a single moment of abandonment. And that's expected. Science studies material remains. It cannot measure divine action. What archaeology does confirm is that the biblical writers were describing a real cultural phenomenon, one grounded in history, architecture, and lived human experience, language, curse, or gift. Today, humans speak roughly 7,000 languages, from global languages like Mandarin and English to endangered tongues spoken by only a few elders. Modern linguistics tells us that languages diversified gradually as human populations spread and became isolated. Different mechanism, different time frame, but the same pattern. Unity, then diversity. The Babel story captures a deep truth. Language isn't just communication, it shapes identity, culture, and worldview. Different languages shape how people perceive color, time, space, even morality. Diversity has enriched humanity, but it has also divided us. The modern echo of Babel. Today, we live in a paradox. We preserve endangered languages while building global systems of translation. We celebrate diversity while seeking unity. Think about it. The International Space Station, built by nations speaking dozens of languages, is a structure in the heavens. Modern towers succeed not because we share one language, but because we've learned to communicate across many. Final reflections. So, what does the Tower of Babel teach us? First, the Bible reflects real history more accurately than skeptics assume. Second, even humanity's greatest achievements are temporary. Etemenanki once ruled the skyline. Now it lies in fragments beneath the sand. Third, diversity may not be a punishment, but a gift. And finally, the human desire to reach beyond ourselves, to build, to unite, to transcend, has never faded. The tower fell, but the drive that built it remains. And perhaps that enduring human spirit is the greatest archaeological discovery of all.
Thanks for watching Scripture, Science, and the Ancient World. If this video encouraged you, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this message, and subscribe for more content where faith, history, and science intersect. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think about the Tower of Babel, language diversity, or perhaps what topic you would like us to discuss next. See you in the next video.